Okay. All right, waiting for Heidi and Franny's garage.
All right.
Okay, I think we're here. All right, everybody. Welcome to our very, very first live chat. I'm Franny,
And I'm Heidi.
and so this is going to be a little. This will be a little. We're having a good time with it, though. So, check this out. I got something fun for you here. Look at this. Watch this. Look at that. All right, and we're back. So Heidi's going to be monitoring the chat a bit, and we're going to try and keep up with all of this. Just to let you know, there's a bit of a lag between what we see and what goes out. It's based a bit on our internet connection as well. So we're going to try and keep all this together, but it's a little nutty. So as you roll in, please go ahead and introduce yourself, and we will go ahead and answer as many questions as we possibly can. We're thinking probably about maybe half an hour for this first time out. We'll see if it goes crazy and everybody's excited. We'll continue a little further. We don't really have a deadline, but we don't want to keep you all day either. So, all right. Well, we don't have anybody in yet, and that's totally fine. We'll just kind of talk amongst ourselves a little bit here.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what we're doing here, and as of right now, I'm getting an ad.
You're getting an ad. Okay, well, it sounds like it's working. Okay, great. There we go. Okay.
All right, here it is. We have 16 people watching. Awesome. So who do we have watching?
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. Well, it looks like we got John, Rocket John.
Hey,
first comment.
John.
Hi, John. How you doing? It's great to hear you. Andre, looks like good
A
thing.
Brazilian people. Awesome.
Yay!
Yay.
Great to so everyone. We're in Colorado, of course, and it is just after 9. You probably already know that. We had hoped to do this in the garage, but unfortunately, it's 15 degrees outside. We got a bunch of snow yesterday. It's super duper cold, so we're downstairs where we shot our Christmas thing.
Right.
We Heidi and I were talking about this, so this is just sort of a initial thing. So.
All right, we have somebody else. Damien F.
Yes, hello.
Kansas City. Awesome. Through Nick Murray.
Yay. Good
Welcome,
morning.
Damien.
Good morning and welcome. We were hoping that we could hook up some different cameras and stuff. We're going to try and go nuts with this and maybe even do some live streaming in the garage and maybe do like simple repair stuff and stuff. It would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I have to call our internet service provider. We have a serious delay, so
I do.
It's something that I have to work on. So if you guys are, putting up your comments, it's going to take me about 30 seconds till I get
It's
them.
funny how late they are. And also, of course, anytime during all of this, please let us know if you have any technical problems, if you see the video lock up, or
we have another question.
Or the sound.
John asked if we got any of the cars out in the snow yesterday. We actually thought about it, but
we did actually.
We spent most of the day trying to get this whole live stream thing going, so we wanted to make sure that everybody, we had a chance to log in and see how it goes. I mean, I don't know if we're going to do this like once a month or once a week. It just depends on, the kind of feedback we get.
Yeah, and how it works. So yeah, we were thinking today and rolling around a bit in like a vacant parking lot and stuff. Thought it might be kind of fun. Yeah, it was. It was super cold out. So, oh well. But
and did you take the Audi out to the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, and did you make it out to Breakfast Club?
Yeah. Well, this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun. So
we have a few more people watching. Who else do we have online?
Yeah, so please introduce yourselves and just let us know you're there. Even if you don't really have a question or anything, just let us know that you're there, and we'll acknowledge you as you come in. We kind of think of this as like a big event somewhere, and so a bunch of people just kind of standing out in the audience here. So this is kind of cool. But you guys get to ask questions, which is awesome. So
someone brought their Porsche Boxster Spider out to the PCA. Wow, in the snow.
Wow. Wow. We had a Boxster years ago. We had an '06 Boxster S. And yes.
Going.
And we had an '06 Boxster S, and we did put snow tires on it, and it was.
I can't see comments right now. Are we frozen?
Yeah, it's sorry. Just I think we had a little bit of a delay, and we used to. I drove that thing through a couple of years, and it's actually really really good in the snow.
Right, right.
So, Dwayne.
Dwayne Rose, money, no object, your dream car.
Okay, so that's a great question.
We have more than one dream car.
right.
That's our problem.
So money,
the list goes on.
Money. Let me answer that one first,
Sure,
and then you
bet.
answer what you want. So money, no object. God. So it would be the 356 actually. I know that sounds kind of funny, but the actual 356 we have is something that I would absolutely adore if you could go and buy one. I'm assuming that you're kind of meaning go out and buy a car. Well, I mean, maybe it could be a used car. But then the 918 Spider is really something too. That just seems like such a neat car with all that cool technology as well. So that would be tough for me. I think it would be between those two. How about you?
Oh, I definitely want the one that even though it was a replica in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I would want the Ferrari
250 GTO.
Yes,
California.
I absolutely love that car.
Yes.
So I mean, money was no object.
Yeah, because we're only about
okay. We got a couple other people online. So this is really embarrassing, but I don't know how to say your name. I know you're from the Netherlands. Fruit de Reuter, yes, from the land of public transport.
Yes.
Welcome. And it's I would say it's probably about 4 or 5 o'clock at night there, maybe 6 even, since you're that's great. Yeah. And then we have Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Jack is from the Texas area, as I recall. I think you live close to Daniel.
Yeah. Well, sorry if the you said you were having problems with the live chat. Sorry about that. It's us.
It's us. Blame us.
It's a little weird. It is a little strange. It took us all day yesterday. We were fussing with this all day to try and figure out how to set it up. It's our
neighborhood. We need some serious better bandwidth here. So unfortunately, is our bandwidth, I think. So Damien asked opinion on the MK4 GTI. I can't see the rest of it.
VR6.
GTI. So like what, folks?
GTI. That's what it is. Just F5 here. I don't have much experience. I'm assuming that's what that is. Mark IV GTI. Sweet car. We've owned a lot of Volkswagens. And if I'm on the wrong car, then just stop me. But
well, yeah, because Franny's been one that has owned how many classic Volkswagens?
A bunch of those. And then I had Volkswagen Cabriolets.
She had a classic one that caught on fire.
Yeah, it was great fun. I'll tell that story at some point.
Right.
The GTI is a sweet machine. I like Volkswagen. I like the German bit of it. I think that they had some problems a little while back with reliability issues, and it was more like creature controls, like the knobs and things would break in the car, and that was always a pain. So I think now they've gotten a lot better. I think Volkswagen's kind of straightened out their thing, so it's a pretty cool car. I mean, you've got the Focus Focus ST, and you got the Evos and the Ruby Soos, of course. But I think that if it was me, I'd probably go with the Volkswagen. My favorite is the old Scirocco. I think that was such a cool car. And then the new one, I know Nick Murray's slacking isn't on this. We talked to him, and he is really looking for one.
So we have another subscriber, Gunther. Hey, Gunther, welcome. Are there any plans or projects for your Porsche 986 Turbo in the future? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have do you want me to bring the board over?
No, just go ahead.
We have a couple of things. Yep. We have the spark plugs, which is we need to wait for the weather to get a little bit nicer than it is right now, because it's pretty much going to take most of the day or possibly most of the weekend. And so
Yeah, so doing spark plugs is a bummer. You have to pull the bumper off the back, and you have to pull the intercoolers out, and you have to pull all sorts of stuff out. So it's going to be quite a project. So that's one thing maintenance-wise. But if there's something else you wanted to do creature comfort-wise.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the car came
So-
without heated seats, and we just need to get all of our ducks in a row.
Yeah. So that's going to be a thing.
And-
So I've looked into that. You can get new pads for it for heated seats in that car, but you end up having to replace the foam and a bunch of other things. So it's a little more involved than you'd think, but not the end of the world. So we'll get to that as well. Kind of a little expensive too, but
oh my, we have a couple more people that have joined us.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
so Dolphins 101, thoughts on the 981 Cayman S. I paid $54,000 with sorry.
TTYL out the door for a CPO 2004. So 14. 981S a few months ago. That sounds like a pretty sweet price.
Yeah.
And so is that, I forgot when they switched those things over.
2014.
They switch it over to the .2 in 15 or 16. So that's a sweet car, man. That's awesome. Those and is it? Did you say it was an S? Yeah, an S. So
Yeah,
the
that's
S
great. I bet
yeah.
that's an awesome. I haven't actually been in the newer ones.
Yeah.
Franny has. She's been in. Our friend had a Boxster 2014 or 2013 Boxster.
Yeah.
And so Cayman faster still.
I mean, it's the same basic convertible. So in theory, maybe a little stiffer, better on the track, of course. That's awesome.
We're gonna try to answer all the questions that come up here.
Yep.
Okay, so Damien is answering us back. I own an MK4 VW GTI with the VR6. It's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I love those cars. Are really super fast. They're fun.
Horsepower. Yeah, a lot of torque too.
Sweet car that will surprise people. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Jack, what was the hardest do-it-yourself job you have done on any of your cars so far?
That's a great question.
So, like ones on film or off film?
No, just things that we've done on the car. I'm trying to think what was difficult.
Besides the brakes, always.
Well,
the constant brake
pulled
things.
The great thing. That's just a pain. We did pull the engine on the 356 and put a new clutch in it, but that really wasn't that difficult.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else was difficult that we had. Everything hasn't been all that difficult. It's just been a matter of working through it.
So it's once again, if it's so the Ferrari, for example, was an area that Franny wasn't really that familiar with. So we actually ended up having the Ferrari in a shop for a while. So doing some serious stuff, and that was stuff that maybe at some point you'd want to attempt, but for that stuff, it was just
difficult. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
We don't have a real answer other than
yeah, I mean, I replaced the alternator on the alternator. I got it rebuilt on the 3.2 Carrera, and on a Cabriolet, there's a bar in the way, and that made that a big pain in the butt.
So Uprock joined us. Obviously, you must be from Brazil. Welcome.
Yay.
We have a couple people here from Brazil. So yes, we definitely know about Marcelo's channel. He gave us a shout out. Dwayne, what repair would you not try to tackle? Yeah, serious stuff. Transmission rebuilds. Probably some engine rebuilds depending on the car
and how bad it is.
Right.
But and so getting the engine out of some of these cars is a pain too. It takes a lot of extra equipment, lifts, all sorts of tools and things. So it can be a little bit overwhelming for our little garage, really.
Okay, so we have some new people here. So Lamar, welcome Lamar.
Yay.
So Lamar wants to know if we were to add another car to the fleet, what car would you add? Well, that's a secret.
Yeah.
So
we've been actually thinking about that lately, and I don't want to reveal too much because
unfortunately the question is you're gonna have to keep watching because we did some research. We're not exactly sure, but we definitely it's not gonna be a Porsche or a Ferrari. I will tell you that.
Yeah, that's a good hint.
So it's definitely going to be in another category. Still European, more than likely. But and
it'll be fun though.
So the Mini will be the one that will get sold. So those of you who are here because of the Mini, we're going to try to get some more do-it-yourselves, but then, sadly, we got to make room. So
Yeah. Yeah, our rule is no cars
Right.
on the driveway.
So sorry, I have to keep leaning forward to see the tiny font. So yes, we have another one. Jerling live stream. Yes, woo. Dwayne Rose, where is the Sea of Tranquility?
Where's the Sea of Tranquility? It's on the moon.
Yeah.
Uh, greetings from Brazil, from Carlos.
Carlos, greetings from Brazil.
Yeah, thank you so
Gunther,
much.
I would appreciate to see a spark plug change on the turbo. Yes, we will
will
absolutely do that. But
Yep,
like I
that's
said,
coming up.
probably a little closer to spring or
Mhm.
summer, depending on the weather. Because it's like I said, our garage is cold right
Yeah,
now.
we'll get you covered on that.
So, Rocket John, Franny Boxster versus 996 Turbo in the snow. Oh, my answer for that, but that would be a Franny answer.
Franny Boxster versus 996 Turbo in the snow. Oh, the 996 Turbo is better because it's four-wheel drive.
But it's only after a certain 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, but still, the traction control in the 996 Turbo is insane. I think it was derived from the 959. But as you're going around corners, you can feel the car wanting to sort of walk around the corner a little bit, and it's like no, and it will lock up appropriate wheels to get you to go. The Boxster drives a bit more like a non-tail happy rear-wheel drive. If that makes any sense at all. So I've driven the 3.2 in the snow,
kind of fun.
and that's really fun. But once it starts to go, it just continues. Whereas the Boxster will really sort of right itself. But yeah, it'll get crazy if you want it to.
So we only have 3 cars that we really take in the snow. We take our turbo, we take the Mini, which has front wheel drive, and we take Shamu, as you guys have seen from Shamu Slumber. Actually, the funny thing about Shamu Slumber was I was driving while Franny was filming, and it was a little scary that day. So I wasn't driving all that fast. We had to like increase the speed of the footage
a little bit to make it a little more
200 or 300%.
But that wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
They had dropped salt and stuff and turned that road into ice. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay, so what else do we got here?
Do we live on the moon? So, great question.
Wait.
No, we don't live on the moon, but Colorado can look like the moon sometimes.
So, clutch is really cool. Jack said nothing you'd want to do. Yeah, it was it's an interesting job on the 356. You have to take the engine out.
Yeah,
so
it's so easy to get the
it's a
engine
tiny
out of
little
that car.
engine. So,
yeah, so
Gunther, Renault Alpine.
Oh, a Renault Alpine
As a possible car.
Yeah, no, that's a thought. Wow, it's interesting too. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a thought. Thanks for that.
Okay, so any trips planned into Canada? You know, I have a friend that lives in Toronto, and she's been bugging me. And 911%. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check it out. I know he's up there in Toronto. Peter McKinnon, who we just adore, and he's got like 1 million subscribers now. He's up there as well. But I'm not sure what part of Canada you're in, Dwayne. Canada's huge, obviously. In Seattle, so sometimes we've been up to like the Vancouver, Victoria area.
That area up there.
But unfortunately, right now, I want to do all this traveling, but we just I'm not sure. We have a really old kitty, so it's kind of hard to leave her right now to travel anywhere. But.
Yeah, we hope to. We hope to kind of take our show on the road eventually once we kind of get this down a little more.
So
okay, so what else we got here? So we live in Denver. Yeah, we're close to Denver. We're outside of Denver.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I feel for
the traffic is traffic's been crazy. Yeah.
But Colorado's kind of one of the best kept secrets. I think what keeps Colorado down actually is no water.
Wait, I don't want to skip this one. Is there any car that you have that you would want to travel in outer space like Elon's Tesla? So one of the cars that we really find interesting, we like the Tesla, but is the i8. So one of the exciting things for us is the fact that they may come out with a Spider. Ideally, what we would like is for them to allow us to do the European pickup, but you can't right now. I mean, we already looked into it for a traditional i8.
But you do want to drive it in space? You don't want to drive it in space?
No.
Okay.
No, probably
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
So, but
Probably need a family truckster.
people are
something like that.
asking us about traveling overseas or to Canada or Mexico or Brazil for all of you people in Brazil. But yeah, it would be cool if we could pick up an i8 and do that. But
Yeah.
I don't see that as happening anytime soon. So, which car do you regret selling? I know Franny's answer to that.
Well, I actually regret, there's two cars I regret selling. One of them was my convertible Beetle. So I had a 2003 or 4 Turbo Beetle. Is that what it was? And
that one.
Yeah, I do regret that one. That was a nice car.
What's so funny about it is it ended up at the neighbor's house across the street. Totally coincidentally.
But so I missed that one. That would have been a better car than the Mini, actually, to be honest, in my opinion. But I do really miss the Boxster. So our Boxster got into an altercation and messed up the left side of the car a bit, and so we took it to a body shop and had them work on it and stuff, and they never quite got it right. And I had a friend who really wanted that car, and so I showed him all the pictures before and after and showed him what I didn't think was right, and he's like, I really couldn't care less. All I really want is that car. I think
we
it's
still
awesome.
know who owns it.
Yeah. So
and he loves it.
Hope to have a guest appearance on the show with that car. Not
so
too
that's
distant
kind of a
future.
regret. But it's a regret that it got in a car accident.
Yeah.
So
that was why. What about you? You really regret?
Well, no, I have regrets of cars that my parents sold.
Yeah.
So I am still really upset with my dad. Dad, sorry if you're watching, but one of the cars that I absolutely adored when I was really young was a Volkswagen bus. So we had this bus that I just adored, and we would drive it to San Diego to see my uncle. And the problem with it was that it wouldn't do very heat, and it would overheat. Getting one of those like Dodge instead, but I never really got over the fact that that bus was out of our family. So I had a regret that my dad sold it, but his car, not mine.
Yeah,
so that was the one that I really regretted.
So
I think we have some more. We have a lot more comments here.
So hit that one. So how about
I think
get yourselves a VW Beetle and you'll be happy
ever after. What were the first
after.
cars you ever drove? Is that where we're at?
So I had Beetles growing up, and I think they're great. And having Lemon in the garage, it was very hard to see that car leave. I just had such a good time with that car. So, and Lemon will be back. Lemon needs shocks.
Right.
And Jerry's going to get new tires. And then we did a compare on mechanics between the 356 and the Beetle. And I'd like to do a compare on the driving dynamics between the two cars. So we'll work that out as well coming up. So more Beetle stuff coming up, which is great. Let's see, what's this new Renault in the States? Do they? No, they don't.
Maybe
we don't.
Not.
I don't know.
Actually, there's a couple European cars that I would really like that they're not making. So some of them are diesel cars that they're not making in this country. So okay, let's
Is the Colorado car scene? Now this is a great question.
Okay.
So the Colorado car scene. The car scene is very different than it is in, say, California, for instance. We'll just use that as an example.
Well, California has year-round nice weather.
They do, but for some reason in California, it's more of a show and shine kind of vibe. We drive our cars, so our cars are really dirty.
We have mountains that are so close that we have, like the Porsche Club has literally probably about 60 cars that goes on these runs to like the Stanley Hotel or, up to Breckenridge Ski Resort in the summer. So, we hope to do some of those so you guys can see what we do when we go on one of those runs. But yeah, we have a hugely good car scene. At least from about April through October.
But you don't see as many super exotics. You're not going to see like Koenigsegg's and that sort of thing. You're going to see more usable cars, Porsches and Ferraris and things, that sort of thing.
Right.
Not even that many Lambos.
So we have a couple people asking what the first cars were that we ever drove.
Okay.
Mine was a piece of junk. Some guys were working on it, and my dad bought it for me so that I could make it to a job so that I could pay him back. The car did not run well, though. It was a Datsun B210, and it was just garbage. We ended up selling it to a guy in college that was okay with it being junk, but that was my first car.
Okay, so I have a better first car.
Yeah, she did.
My first car was a Ford Capri, a 71 Ford Capri. So that was kind of a cool car. And I've always had sort of European cars. And that was a German car, believe it or not. But it had a Ford engine in it, a four-cylinder, 2-liter, but a Lucas electric system in it. And so that gave me a schooling right off the bat as to everything and anything go wrong with your electrical system. And it did. So it was quite the thing. So that was my first car, and then on from there to a Beetle.
Okay, so someone asked if we're connected to the Porsche community. Yes, we are. And problems with the IMS bearing in the 996. Okay, so the IMS bearing in our turbo is not an issue. It's the Metzger engine, so it's a different engine than the one. As far as people go, yeah, we actually know someone who's up.
Yeah.
He's actually somebody that you guys know, but I'm not gonna talk about that. So and
yeah. So that
anyway,
Jerry.
Anyway, you know, and he had that car from the very beginning, so I don't know how that worked with coverage and stuff like that. But
he was lucky. It was failing. He took it to the shop.
Yeah.
It didn't just completely grenade instantaneously.
Yeah, and I knew another guy that actually preventatively fixed 996, and then it did blow up because it wasn't done correctly. Yeah. So it's one of those things where you know, if you're gonna have it done, that the shop has, you know, a bunch of experience doing it and
there's
that
several
sort of
different
things.
technologies.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway, so it's a thing. And one of the other ways to kind of get around that, or at least to monitor it, is with one of those Blackstone oil things that you can send your oil off to Blackstone and analysis, and they'll analyze your oil for you and let you know if anything's going kind of goofy.
Right.
So that's what we have. Dave. So he had his yellow Boxster, and he now has a 997.
More.
And
Here.
You want to do this?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with our comments.
We're trying to figure all this out. So so a Blackstone analysis is a great way to kind of keep an eye on that, make sure it's kind of goofy. Of course, obviously, cut open your oil filters and show them to the sun, and if they sparkle like a Christmas tree, you've got a real issue. So that's probably the best thing to do with that.
So somebody was asking, oh yeah, on the Volkswagen bus. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Thoughts on the 911's Nemesis, the Nissan GTR. What about the one that goes on the run with the Boxster Club? Boxster Group. Is that what that one was?
Gosh, I don't remember.
I think that's a pretty popular car. I've never been in one. I don't. My thoughts on it.
Just that, you know, and so on Top Gear, it's what Hammond said. I think, you know, at the end, do you want a Nissan in your garage? And I'm like, well, that's pretty snobby, but I think it's a beautiful car. I don't know. I see, you know, we're so blessed now that we have so many different cool cars to pick from. So you could grab one of those for a year and drive it.
I imagine it's a very well-made car.
I mean, something else.
Yeah, a lot of the Japanese cars are very well-made.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's great. Sure it's fun. Let's see. Sad. How hard is your garage roof? The car stacked for the lift. We measured it. I think it's 11.5 feet. It's pretty tall.
Yep.
But you know, you can probably John. I can ask Rocket John. I know he has a lift in his, and I don't think his is 11.5 feet. So John, if you want to answer, you can answer on the comments, and you can look to see how high his roof is. But I think you could probably with 10 feet or 10.5 feet, something like that.
There's a really good calculator on the Direct Lift website that you can put in your garage height, the cars you have, their height, and it knows the lock positions. So there's mechanical locks on those things that will stop it in a certain place. And yeah, so just go to their website and check that out. It'll probably tell you everything you need to know. You can also move your garage door up like we did.
I'm sorry about the audio cutting out. I have it. I'm listening to it. No, I'm listening to it, so it might be.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. That's a bummer. I think it's our internet connection. Let me just make sure everything's going okay. Yep.
I'm listening to it and on a different network. It's fine. So let's see. I'm sorry though, Sterling. Brazil. He's in Brazil. Yeah.
About that, John. Yeah, the birds are up this morning, and this is why we'd hope to do it in the garage. So the birds.
Okay, noise. So like Marcelo, and he's got his birds going. We have birds in our basement, so maybe the cat will quiet the bird. I can go close their thing and see if that works. I'll be right back.
No, I get noisier if you do that. So.
Noise sounds like feedback. So hi from La La Land. Highly recommend the Peterson 911 effect that will be displayed for the next year. Thank you for the videos. Well, thanks, Edwin. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
From La La Land.
Rocket John's. Oh, your ceiling is pretty high then. 11 foot 6 inches. Just 2 inches less than ours. Yeah. Okay.
Which is funny. I mean, who builds a garage with 11 feet of clearance? It's crazy. So, are you going to try and quiet the birds?
No, I'm going to bring one over. Somebody wants to see them.
Oh, you want to see the birds? That might actually quiet it down a little bit. Yeah. I can think of a certain yellow one that might be a little bit quieter. All right. Why is Nick Murray so captivating? Nick's a great guy, and so I think what's great with Nick is that it just feels very honest, and he just kind of puts out what he wants to put out. It's he's very knowledgeable. He's extremely knowledgeable about things. Oh, this one, I thought you meant the other bird.
Oh,
it's gonna be up on my head in a second, so you can put him up there if you want. Just put him up on my head.
Likes to be on Franny's head.
Yeah. Okay. So oh, there he goes. I think he's a little kind of messed up with all the equipment and stuff, but so that was Sweet Bee, everyone. What do you think about Nick? Why do you think Nick is so popular and Nick Murray?
Because he's really funny. I wish I had the humor that he does. He's super funny. He
is. He's a very dry sense of humor and things. I really like Nick, and he's a real stand-up guy, and he's been super, super helpful to us, and he's kind of like our mentor. So really like Nick. Nick's like a brother to us. He's awesome.
Yeah. So we have some other people joining us. Omar, hi.
Nice to see you.
Greetings from snowy Finland. Oh, Petra, you've got that really cool Porsche thing. I've been seeing Porsche advertise this thing in Finland that you can go on and drive in the snow. We have something here that they had to cancel this year because it's been so warm.
Yes.
We really want to bring you guys with when we can go up there, but we can drive on Georgetown Lake. Mm-hmm. But this year it was so warm that they didn't dare have people drive their Jeeps or their cars. So unfortunately, but I think about Finland. It just looks fabulous. It looks kind of similar to that.
Probably bad if they fell through the ice.
Bird show, yeah. What made you decide on YouTube videos? So we want to talk about that?
Yeah. So it's like we're having a little bit of streaming issues. So if you see things kind of cutting in and out, I apologize for that. Well, I spend so much time in the garage working on the cars and things, and I thought it'd be great to share this stuff with people, and I thought other people might be kind of interested. We, when we go on trips and things, we take oodles and oodles of pictures, but then they get tossed into a directory or into a drawer, and you never see them again.
Yeah, it's a better way to remember.
And so we were
now I can't believe I haven't done that all these years.
I know.
We look back at our trips. So, like right now, we only have the Broadmoor and our what's our other video, the Eclipse one, when we went somewhere. But
so that's really fun.
I like the fact that I can look back at it. When we first started the channel, Franny said I was the biggest fan of the.
You watched all our videos.
all the videos over and over again.
It was great, and it's been really fun. I mean, it's incredibly challenging to from start to finish of thinking of a video and then actually getting it posted on YouTube is a billion different steps, and it's been quite the learning experience.
Okay, so do you know the SP2VW? Do you recognize what they think? SP2VW.
What do you recognize what they think of them?
Have we met Nick personally too? Moving
Sorry.
on.
No, we have not met Nick.
We've had a Skype long Skype phone call with him, so we feel like we know him pretty well.
Kind of, yeah. Chewie was walking around in the background.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we were kind of in his office, which was great. But
so Nick is captivating for his T-shirts. Oh, yes. Speaking of that, we were wondering, would you guys be interested not in T-shirts so much, but we were thinking like possibly work shirts like Jay Leno's Garage, kind of what he wears, something that you could work on your cars in. We didn't know if there'd be any interest in something like that. We could do T-shirts as well.
We could do that too. We're still trying to work out the
feedback
logo
on that. Yeah, we're trying to get the logo.
Obviously not a huge priority for us. But.
So, Dwayne Rose, a solid 5 out of 10. What's he referring to?
A solid right. That's Nick's T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Right, I love that.
What are your driving records like? So this is from the officer of the law. Not too bad.
Wait a minute, he said he's retiring. So
not too bad actually. So the last ticket I got was actually in the Ferrari, and everybody says this, but two people were passing me, and I think they maybe got the radar.
There was 3 cars at the time. I was in the car next to her.
Goes, whatever.
I was like, we should fight this. And,
but I'll tell you what, if you're going to get a ticket, might as well be in a red Ferrari. You don't want to get a ticket in a Prius or something. That would be a bummer. Right. So, and then before that, it was my scooter, and that was probably 15 years ago.
Wait, you're scrolling up. Scroll back. I think we've lost some comments.
Do we lose a comment or two?
Yeah. Okay, so I want to see Heidi and Franny and Nick doing some Porsche commercials. Can I get a yes from you on all?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be super fun. We should do that together.
Why is Nick not on here chasing the 911 trying to get away again? No kidding. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. He said he would log in. I don't know.
He was going to log in and give us a hard time.
You are doing great videos. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thanks,
appreciate that. Yeah. So hopefully you still watch. I don't know. You're going to be off playing golf and stuff. So.
Jerry.
Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Jerry's a friend of ours from the Porsche of America here in town. What car do you want to acquire next? So, Jerry, that is a secret.
Yeah. We'll have to talk.
Not a secret.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out.
Oh, you got Mario on here. I haven't had my Sunday pancakes yet. Well, we don't want to keep you from food. Food is important. Rocket John, SP2 is a sports car developed by Volkswagen. Yeah, John is is full of knowledge. So if we ever can't answer a question, John will be able to.
He is a huge source of knowledge in that stuff. So very super helpful, John.
So Lamar would like stickers. I thought about stickers. I'll have to look into that, Lamar. Yeah, that sounds good.
So what is the SP2 built on? What platform is that built on? It was probably, judging by the time, 72 to 76. Would that be Rabbit possibly? Would that have been that time?
Yeah.
Check that out. So let me know. Let me know what that's like. All right.
So how about shop towels with your name and logo? Mario, that's a great idea. I had actually thought about that.
You know why that's cool? Is because I use a lot of those blue towels, but those just paper towels, but then they just fall apart. So what I've been using is my old detailing, my microfiber towels, and they are excellent. They hold together, they suck up stuff really well,
right?
And then you can just toss them after you're done. So something like that would be great, and they wouldn't be for detailing; they'd be for working on your car. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea.
And this is something that somebody else has talked about, is coming out with like a detailing line. And the funny thing is Adam from Adam's Polishes is actually a very good friend of ours. So he literally lives not too far away from us, and so we like his products, and so we probably wouldn't put our name on any kind of detailing products. you know,
we need to do that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
plus,
we don't need to do that.
I need to do some more detailing.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I really do. I just
Maybe
don't
this
know time.
summer. All right. So, are we
Yes,
losing?
want
we
Franny
keep scrolling down.
Porsche's shop attire. So yeah, okay, great. Well, we'll work into that. We have to get our logos sorted.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it so far.
All right.
And
Either
so,
we're not getting your comments or you guys have run out of things to say to us. And I think we're going to probably wrap this up at some time pretty soon.
I don't know.
So.
We'll see how it goes. So Dwayne, sounds like you pulled a few P cars over, but that's very sweet of you not to ticket them. I hope that they were polite when you pulled them over. I hope our
funny.
Fellow car people are being nice. They should be. So the troopers and the police officers out there, the vast majority of them are just trying to keep the roads safe.
No,
and
we know that.
Really appreciate all that hard work, and it's dangerous working out on the road all the time.
Yeah, we actually usually do plug them. There's car shows that give to charities. There's a lot of officers in Colorado that have been killed lately, so we always try to do our due diligence and either contribute every year, but
and our plates,
police officers and firemen both, we really support them.
Our license plates are
right. If you ever look at our license plates, you'll see that they're all
through education or something, but those are actually contributions, and we try to
Colorado State Patrol.
Yeah, to the State Patrol.
Right.
So we're big fans.
Yeah, we are. What else? So
let's see what else is going on.
Jack, I vote for Chaptels. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's great.
The HF logo. That's
the pearl necklace with them. An imitation would be okay. Yeah. Let's see. Buy merchandise if I support your great videos. Yeah, we just we didn't know if there was really an interest in it, but we are working on the logo so that it looks good on the merchandise.
Yeah. We just have to get that sorted. So
John has to do some more research
on the SB2. Was based on the VW412. Basic.
You want Heidi and Franny visors, Dwayne? Yeah, so I started a hat business about 5 years ago, and I did it because of the fact that I'm so fair-skinned, and I'm always out in the sun.
Yeah, with the
that's why you'll always see me with a hat on. Franny, not so much, but she likes visors better than hats, and this makes the hats decided to retire. So unfortunately, we can't get those anymore. But yeah, that's a good idea.
I've had to wash and bleach this several times because of that. Some of them it's been a mess. So we'll have to sort that because I'm going to need some visors, so we're going to have to figure that out. So. All right. Well, comments have slowed down a little bit. Yeah. Not too bad, though. So what do you guys think of this live stream? Is it fun? Do you have any suggestions for...
It's a faster internet connection.
Yeah, I know. We need to sort that.
We're going to try to get it set up so we can do this in the garage. So if you have questions about the cars or about tools, we'll be able to really be in the garage answering questions like that.
And kind of real time would be great. So if somebody's like, what is that? What is that? Left of what you're working on. What is that bit up there? And Heidi can call back. She'll be like at the console and she's like, somebody wants to know what's going on to the left. Okay. Oh, that's that thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
It'll be kind of good. So
we were actually thinking about doing a sort of, not a do-it-yourself, but an actual work on one of the cars live to see how that works too. So
something fairly simple so it doesn't all crazy, but would be kind of
fun. We have some headlight mark for the 996. Some headlight things, so maybe just something quick like that. But let us know if you'd like to actually see what it's like when we're not doing do-it-yourself videos, just filming live.
Yeah, I don't know. We could do detailing videos. We do all sorts of stuff, but I'd like to get a good rig set up in the garage so that we can do this. The problem is, like I said, it's just it is like 15 degrees out this morning, so awfully cold. Oh, we got some more. So very much enjoying the live streaming. Thanks, Dwayne. That's awesome.
Yeah, great. And I'm sorry I have not been on. I have been crazy busy with some other personal stuff in my life. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more videos too. But Franny's been holding down the channel.
Well, and you handle a lot of the back end too. It takes a lot of... YouTube has sort of a front end and a back end. And you really have to maintain that back end as well. And then, it's all this... the online marketing and stuff. You got to get your name out.
Right.
So we're still sort of struggling with trying to get a decent number of views on our videos and kind of push this channel a little bit further. We're just trying to figure it all out. It's a lot of so if
honestly,
you
the more support we get, the more likely we'll be able to travel and
do other
do
things,
other things, and eventually be able to just bring you this full time. But for right now, we still have the corporate jobs that have to keep us.
Yeah.
And
Now it's all like, share, and subscribe.
yeah.
It's this thing. So we're
Please
trying to
share
get
it with you think it. The more subscribers we can get, the more likely we can bring you better content in the future.
Right. It's embarrassing to do all this self promotion. It really is. But
Yeah.
but it really helps a lot. Sort of if you know that somebody's going to find these videos useful and stuff. It's really helpful to go through. They are a bit of effort to put together, but that's not the thing. I just want a lot of people to see them because I think they'd enjoy them.
Right.
So,
a live do-it-yourself would be cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Preferred brand of tools. That's
Okay, so I can answer that.
Wait, I think I missed one up above. So
well, let me answer the tool thing. So as far as the tools go, here I wanna start doing a little bit of detailing on the tools as well. Now I use and people get all over me about it. I use a lot of Harbor Freight stuff. The reason is because there's a couple of reasons. One, it's really not that poor quality. Their tolerances are off, but mechanically they're pretty well built, and they're guaranteed for life. So it's like buying Craftsman, but at 1/3 the cost. And they have a lot of sort of weird things that if you want something kind of strange, you're not going to use it forever. So that's a good tool.
And
the
we
rest
like
of
Craftsman, but Craftsman's quality has actually changed.
Really dropped quite a bit.
It's not nearly as good as it used to be, which is unfortunate. I think Craftsman's what, Sears product or
yeah.
And Sears is going away now, but
Right.
they've always gone out and how Sears works for everything Craftsman is they'll find a manufacturer and they'll put the Craftsman name on it. So I don't know what Sears did with their tools, but we used to have some really great Craftsman stuff, and
then some new stuff that wasn't so great.
The nice thing about Harbor Freight that I like is if you have sort of a one-off kind of tool that you need. I mean, even for like fixing a sink or something. I mean, not just car stuff.
Right.
But Harbor Freight's great for your I'll never use this tool again, and it's $10 versus $50 somewhere else. Obviously something like Snap-on's great set of tools, but super expensive, and
there are other
we're just not there yet.
As well.
So
well, I need to spend a little time on the tools as well. You kind of, like I said in one of my videos, you just sort of build up your tool base based on what you're doing. So instead of going out and buying this huge swath of tools that you don't even know what you need, buy them for the job at hand, and maybe get a couple of extras. And then next time you're out tool shopping, you're like, you know what would have been awesome last time? A smaller little kind of that sort of thing. And you're like, oh, if there's a wrench that did this one thing. So then that's kind of the way I've been shopping for tools.
So you are enjoying the live feed? Yay! It's relaxing and fun compared to the more. It's interesting about live feeds. I don't know if I've watched a lot of them. Franny's watched a lot more live feeds than I have.
To try and get kind of an understanding.
So I'm wondering the problems of the Ferrari 308. Can you tell me about that problem?
Sure. So
I evidently can't.
Okay, this might go on for a little bit, but I'm going to start by saying that a well-sorted 308, probably QV, is going to be a very reliable car. I'm always surprised when I get in that car because I think it's going to be this delicate little thing that if I touch it wrong, it's going to break. The truth of the matter is it's very robust. It's built on a good chassis.
Now you're talking about the QV though. There's all sorts of other versions of it.
The QV just has, it has the 4 valves for head and it's fuel injected, so they've, done away with the bits with the carburetor. But the carburetors actually sound better. So, and well-sorted carbs will be fine too, reliability-wise.
Yeah, but you have the older versions like the sodium and.
So there are some other issues like that with the sodium valves and things and the 2-valve carbs. But for the most part, it's a pretty car. Now, it suffers from the same problem that a lot of those cars from that era did, and that they weren't expensive back in the day. And they didn't get maintained properly. And the 308 is not as tolerant of bad maintenance as a Porsche is, for instance. So you end up having to bring them up. And so you end up having to spend a bunch of time and a bunch of effort getting the car sorted. But once you get it sorted, it's very, very reliable. It's probably one of the more reliable Ferraris.
Yeah.
Mid-engined, love that. V8's an easy engine to work on. It's not too awfully difficult to get out. The belt service is a thing, but it can be done in the car. I think it's a good car. It's a really good car, and we need to drive it more.
Right.
So
Rocket John, I don't know if you heard me answer it earlier. The 3 cars that we run snow tires on are the Turbo, the Mini, and Shamu.
The 3
Those
two
are the
car.
3.
Yep.
And I've already lost from the comments. Can you get it back down?
Sure. So.
Wait. Fell into the live stream. Good. I'm glad you fell into it. Like a live stream, more content would be much appreciated. Yep, we're doing more on that. And, give us feedback if you are happy with the do-it-yourself videos. Yep. If you want to see some more stories. I have not forgotten. I had mentioned to some of you about the self-driving cars as the next topic, and I got kind of hijacked, literally speaking with talking about hijacking cars and the newer cars. So that I think that is going to be a topic that I'm going to talk about pretty soon, and it will kind of flow into the self-driving car stuff. So let's see. Should you ever have event bomb Nick Murray? Can anyone afford to fire? Yeah, Snap-on. I don't know about Snap-on.
Yeah, Snap-on. They're great, but they're so expensive.
Keep the content coming. Great. I'm glad you're liking the content. Don't forget to hit the like button, viewers. Thanks, Dwayne.
Thanks.
Thanks for plugging us on that.
We're so terrible about that.
Yep, Deer Creeker. Hey, that's somebody from Colorado. Some signal dropout, your bandwidth may be constrained. It definitely is constrained, Deer Creeker. We've already mentioned that at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
So we'll look into seeing.
We're gonna have to pop that up a little bit, I think, in order to get that going. We have like a 5 meg upload, and the problem is it's up and down. If it was a solid 5 meg, it'd be great, but it's like 5, then it's 3, then it's 2, then it's 5, then it's 4.
Oh, the Hazit tools. Gunther's mentioning Hazit tools as a weapon of choice in Germany. The Porsche 356, I got into trying to complete the 356 toolkit because it was completely a disaster when we got the car. And Hazit's been around for many years.
Yeah, they're nice tools.
Yeah, they are. That's definitely something, and they're still making them. Okay.
Audio drifts out about every 15 seconds.
Sorry, I'm hearing it constantly here, but this isn't I've got like 2 networks, and so we're trying to make sure. So sorry, but we will try to get better bandwidth going.
Yeah.
Always hit the like button, viewers. Hit the like button if you're gonna view. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, you guys.
Thank you.
Well, I think we're getting ready to wrap it up. It's been almost an hour.
Yeah, we'll wrap up at 10. So we've got another 10 minutes or so.
If anybody else has any more questions, we still have. I don't know how many people we have online right now.
This is for our first one. So I've seen you. Lossy reception in the UK. God. Okay. Well, we thank you so much for that feedback. We'll get that sorted. We've
cutting out.
Yeah, we didn't know, and I think we're broadcasting at 720p to try and keep it down a little bit, but
we have some. We'll try to do this at least once a month and try to
get a random cooking video. That'd be fun.
I actually really like to cook.
Yeah,
in fact, I had considered doing a cooking channel, but there are so many cooking channels out there.
Millions of them out there.
But yeah, it would be kind of fun to do something like that.
We'll throw stuff in like that now and then. I think
people will be like, "This is not car related."
Yeah, the hardcore people will be like, "What?"
Yeah,
but
we
I think it'll be fun.
Franny's gonna, I think, maybe start something for the model airplane people too, because
yeah, that's a thought. So we you probably saw in the last video, I got tons of model airplanes that I built for years, and I've got a lot of documentation on them. So I think we could start a channel on that. And we live really close to the model airplane park, so we can film
how we
them
found
flying
our
and
house.
stuff. That's how we found the house.
Right.
So I've been considering that. I wanted to get this channel going, sorted, get all the technical issues going before I even attempted something new.
Technical issues
Well,
resolved.
so yeah, we wouldn't be slowing down on this channel at all. It would completely just be an addition to. But we're looking into that as well. So let's see. All your videos are great. I especially like the road trip clips. Oh, okay, great. That's good to hear.
Great. Well, once the weather gets better, hopefully we'll get some more.
At least, so you want to see the live feeds once a month? Okay, that sounds great. I think that's probably a pretty good schedule for
it is.
To start
I think
with.
that.
Yep.
I know some people do weekly live feeds, but I feel like we'd have like 6 people on, and people would be like, whirling their eyes.
I don't know how much content we have for that.
Right, exactly. But maybe once a month.
All right. Kisses from Brazil. So hell yeah, and the cooking. Oh, great. Okay. Yep. Love cooking as well. Okay, well that's good.
Isaac,
great.
Yeah, we have some from Brazil. What time is it in Brazil right now? They're about 4 hours ahead. It must be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. Is that right?
Probably
1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And thanks for joining us on your Sunday, The only ones that we don't have here, obviously, are the Australian folks. So first of all, it's the middle of the night for them.
Oh.
Is it? And
stupid planet.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So we might try to do one evening session too, so we can get some of the Australians and New Zealanders and anybody that's down under and really far ahead of us. So.
Oh, well, that's great, Dolphins. That's great. We always kind of interested in how we rank.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, watches them religiously.
Find our channel. We're really,
it's a little hard to find
it. But, and we're trying to do everything to get our channel. But even if you type in like Porsche channels, we'll have all of our friends like Nick Murray and 911%, and ours literally does not come up. And we've tried talking to YouTube, and I just,
it's kind of funny about the videos. So we obviously watch a lot of the other channels that are in our segment and things, and even some outside. But it seems every time I go in to shoot and then edit a video, it turns out completely different, I think, than pretty much everyone else's videos out there.
We have our own style.
Evidently. It's not like it's something that I'm actively thinking
YouTube doesn't know what to do with us.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't know what to do. Yeah, we do. Yeah. We confuse them. Long discussion with Nick Murray about that, actually. But, so, yeah, I think our segment's a little bit dodgy.
Right.
So we're still, even after a year and we're really close to 100 videos at this point. I think we're still really new with all of it. So
right. Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks.
Jerry said he loves the videos. We haven't seen you in a while, Jerry. That's great. Thank you so much. So it's 5. So it's almost 3 o'clock in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. The kitchen, Yoon's Kitchen is the other channel. Cooks with his cats in Japan. That's funny. Stupid Planet, in spades. Your cars appear to be like they left the factory. Are there any mods for any of your cars?
That's a good question because we don't do too many mods for the cars. Let's see.
Kind of like our cars, we kind of try to put them back. So
yeah, we try putting them back to stuff.
Depends. The Boxster was the only one that we had a really nice.
Yeah.
We put the AWE exhaust. So those of you who have Caymans or Boxsters, we absolutely adore the. Yeah, but they make it for a 986
they do.
Too.
Yep.
So the AWE exhaust is really awesome, and we've always had compliments on the exhaust when we had that car. So we love that.
It makes it sound like it's a 12. It's really killer. So that's a great sound. And then we got a performance tune on the car.
Oh, we got somebody on from Germany. Marco, welcome.
So, what other mods have we done to the cars? We haven't done. Oh, we did the
we're gonna do
garage door opener.
Right, the garage door opener.
Nothing like. So we're not very good YouTubers in that we haven't wrapped our car. No. We haven't put new wheels on it. No. And what's the other one? Oh, put an exhaust in the car.
But we do have some stuff planned. We actually have a set of wheels that we need to get set up for our 993. Yeah, and we're going to have to take it to some shop and have them. They're painted yellow.
Yeah, they're kind of crappy.
So
they're cut 2 wheels,
so
that'll be kind of fun.
So what makes you Nick's and some others? Wait.
who do car stuff is the great
is the
camera
great
work.
camera work and the editing. Well, thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Franny's the awesome editor. I'm not quite so good. She's teaching me stuff. Franny does a really good job with that. And then we've really had to experiment with the camera stuff. So we finally found that the fat gecko mounts really work well on the cars. So
I
think
use
that
them when
makes
I'm doing how-tos as well.
right.
So all of that, and then we use some of the newer GoPros as well for the small tight areas. They seem to be nice and bright and clear.
You think about coming to Brazil. There are many fans of you. You know, we might have to go and visit Marcelo.
Super fun. Oh, I'd love to go down and see his place.
It would be fun. And you know, I had never really thought about it, but you know, you guys have beautiful weather there.
Yes.
So yeah, we have to think about that.
Yeah, we'll
it's
have to do that.
definitely a good idea.
Super fun.
So factory original is best. Yes, I agree about the cars.
Yeah, I mean that. You know, the engineers, and so the engineers spent a lot of time, for instance, on your front suspension, getting it just right. So you got you got your spring, you've got your dampener, you got the mass. It's all they crunch partial differential equations to get all these equations for this. They know what's going on with that. So you go just throwing on some random set of springs or some random. If you can, I have a friend who races and he's calculated all of that. So when he puts those things in, he knows what he's doing. Now that's different. But then there's things like exhaust and advanced timing and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of that has been adjusted for noise regulations and emissions and a bunch of other things that honestly, in my opinion, hold the car back a little bit. We have to be careful of the environment and all that, and that's very, very important. But I think the car can operate a little bit better in some ways, and I think they've got it toned down for other reasons that may not suit you. So things like that I don't have a problem with modifying. Right. But if you're going to do modifications to the car, you should know what you're doing. And that's just my thing. And for a lot of it, I don't. I try to get it back to the original shocks, the original this and the original that, and start from there.
Yeah, and on that same lines, I mean, we've had some friends that have modified their Porsche turbos and stuff like that. And then, you know, you hear about all these things that have gone wrong after that. Like, you know, they blew up or
trash the transmission or whatever.
I mean, there's, you know, Porsche has spent an enormous amount of time and research making sure that everything works well together, and then to go and modify it and make it, I mean,
drastically.
Actually, I mean, my turbo is stupid fast. I mean, it's ridiculously fast. And I know it's not even nearly as fast as the new, like, 991 turbos. And
it is. Just, well, not the new turbos, but you know it's as fast as a GTS.
It's still crazy fast. And
it's nuts.
I'm like, you really power? I mean, like, most of the time that I drive my car, it's, you know, on the regular public roads. I'm not on the track. So, you know, we're not ones to talk about, you know, modifications for track stuff. You know, it's maybe something that we'll get into at some point. But for now, we just really are driving enthusiasts. And that really is what we do.
And we need to take the cars out a bit more. There's a lot of them
like
in
John
there,
mentioned yesterday.
We did take them out, and I end up working from home a lot, so I end up not driving. Or if I do, I don't want to drive the Mini.
The insurance company's like, you didn't put more miles on your cars, and we're like, well, yeah, there was 2 years that I worked from home as a consultant, and you know, literally didn't drive anywhere. So anyway, do we have some more comments?
Yes, we do. So yep, your cars appears on the factory because we were there. Germany.
Factory original. Love your videos. Thank you, Julio. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to get a live response. Yeah, I mean, we try to answer everybody's questions and stuff like that. Yeah. Done any track days? No. So.
Okay, so that's one thing in sort of the enthusiast area we haven't done as much on the track. It's been as much because of
tires, brakes,
and
helmets. I mean, we've talked about it, but they have a ladies' track day. Well, yeah, money.
No, all of our cars are cabriolets.
Oh, well, we could do the turbo if we put the top on it and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we actually have a hard top for our turbo. We just never see it on that car.
It's hanging on the wall. You'll see it in the background.
It's in the garage. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, maybe eventually it's just not something. I mean, we're so busy with everything else, and the drives, and I mean, there's a drive. There could be drives like almost every weekend in the summer, and
there's
so
a
you
lot.
put track days in that, I'd be like overwhelmed. I'd be like,
and we might get too into it, and it might become a little overwhelming. I think.
Lost our connection.
We know us, so
So we might need to wrap it up here. It looks like our connectivity is going
it's
off and on. Okay.
It's up and down.
Sorry about that.
So I apologize for that again. How many miles do you cover annually? So, that's a good question. And for the longest time, believe it or not, the 356 got the most mileage because we drove it and drove it and drove it during the summertime, and we don't drive it that much in the winter, but we'd still get out. And then we weren't driving that much to work, so we ended up driving the 356 a lot.
Right.
So the cars get varying mileage. Now the Mini's getting driven a bit more than the Turbo. Then 3.2 is probably about the same as the
Mini actually got quite a bit of mileage on it. I was commuting to Boulder.
Yeah. Two, and then down below, you know what car we don't drive enough is the 993. That is a beautiful car. It is just, it's just sublime, that thing. It's so awesome. But we ended up getting, as some of our friends have said, too nice of a car.
Right.
So because it's so nice, I don't want to drive it when there's like crap all over the road and stuff, because it's actually nice.
It is a pristine car.
It's just so much fun. So Rocket John has a 993, and he drives his car. He drives his car quite a bit. Yeah. And it's because it's an amazing car.
Yeah, it is.
It's really fun, I think. So,
so I think it's been great. You guys are able to join us. I think we probably should wrap up our first stream.
That would be fun. We are thinking about maybe
come to Texas. Down. Well, we'll definitely be there for the eclipse in 2024, but that's a ways off. So maybe before then, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun. And our friend Daniel is down there as well.
Yeah.
So
Jack, you probably even have met Daniel. I'm sure you guys are close enough to each other.
Yeah.
So
that would be fun as well. Yes, come to Texas.
Sweet pea.
Yeah, we will.
Buddy.
So sorry, the birds are going crazy again.
The birds are going nuts. They hear us talking.
Well, you know what? I think it's a little after an hour or so into this, and I think that's probably pretty good.
In a month, we'll definitely be doing this again in a month. If not, we'll try to do it once a month, but we'll try to get our equipment all worked out and maybe bring you in the garage next time. Yeah. So this was just sort of a test to see if there was some appetite for this and stuff. Right.
And so we'll we'll work. So
we need a Colorado meetup event. We'll definitely do a Colorado meetup event this summer.
That would be fun. Yeah, that would be great fun. So we'll pick something fun. Maybe find a nice restaurant or something where we can park the cars and chat for a bit and then go have something to eat. I can tell you. And I don't know how many California subscribers we have, but we are very much trying to make it to Rensport. We hope to be able to make it to that in September. Yeah, that'll be fun too. You asked about maybe some of the places that we have planned traveling. We hope to make it there. And we are going to be going to Florida in November. For any of you Florida subscribers, let us know. Maybe we can do a meetup there as well. All right. So, all right. Well, I think we'll let you go at this point. Yeah. It's a long drive from Finland. Yeah, that would be a long drive from Finland. But you know what? And kind of wet. Okay, so my grandfather immigrated over here from Germany. So I have all my second cousins in Germany. And so it's been a long time. I haven't been there for 11 years. So I will probably come back over in the next year or two to Europe. So we definitely need to plan a trip over there as well. Yeah, we do. So, and I have friends that just visited me from Norway, not too far away, that really want us to stop by there too. So who knows? Maybe we'll do a little car run or something like that. Maybe go through a couple of different museums over there. Right. And maybe a few manufacturers might be kind of fun. We lost our stream again. That would be fun. All right. Well, it looks like our stream is pooping out as well. We're gonna get that fixed too. Yeah, we try to. So anyway, thanks you guys for joining us. Thanks so much. All of you. It makes a difference. It's made it much more interesting. We were really like, fun. Are we gonna be talking? Yeah, we didn't know how this would go, and it's really been fun. Thanks all you local people for getting on too. I know many of you have met us and know us, but we appreciate your support. It's great. So thank you, and looking forward to the Colorado meetup. Well, yep, Jerry, thanks. And all right. Well, I think we're going to sign off. We'll have a video up, of course, soon. And I got some work to do on the Mini and a couple of other things coming up. So look for that, and we'll try to do this more often.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching, and until next time,
Safe travels.
bye.
Bye.